Hey Dan, how are you?
Hey, Paulie. I'm good. How you going?
Doing very well, doing very well, navigating. Well, the sun's come out, which is nice. It's lovely to have you on this Facebook Live, and it's good to have two minds address a topic rather than one. So, today I wanted to talk about a question that we've gotten from a couple of dads in the past, and it's just about being more present with their children. And on this topic, can only really speak from experience because I've had my own challenges sometimes with being present with my own child. Um, and, that trying to kind of battle with that uh, need that need to scroll through your phone and check emails, or I suppose respond to all the good work that these app companies have developed these pings and pongs for. It's been an interesting navigation, but I feel like I've come up with a few techniques to be able to overcome these types of things. Anything you'd like to share about certain challenges you've had?
Yeah, so I mean, firstly, Paulie, you're doing such a good job being front and center of the Art of Healthy Dad. So it's amazing to see the work that you've done and awesome to join with everyone. And Art of Healthy Dads is just really about coming together and supporting each other to just be the best role models that we can be, to be present with our families and our children. One thing specifically for me that I love to do coming home each night is put the work bag into the entrance room of the house, shut the door, close the cupboard, and just leave that for the night. Sometimes the computer stays in there, sometimes it's needed to come out, but more often than not, I want to put my technology away when I come into the house first things. That means it's just out of the way and there's just pure presence available to be with my wife and my young daughter. Lula's only kind of 22 months, and it's just such a beautiful time to be with her without any distractions. And it hasn't always been like that over the first months of her life. It was just so easy to just be distracted by technology and needing to do other things. But as she's becoming more active and alert and aware, she's just picking up on everything that I'm doing. So I just want to provide this clear and open space to be with her and just show her that I'm completely available, because she just picks up and absorbs everything. So it's quite a responsibility and can sometimes be a bit of a challenge. So my wife, Romy, and I, we just talk about this a lot, about how to just be completely focused and present with her. And maybe we need to do a tag team when there are other things needing to be done and the other person is more available. So we're kind of supporting each other to be present and completely focused on Lula when it's our time to be with her.
I love there are so many goodies that you came up with there, really. But the takeaways I took from what you were talking about there really is being able to control your environment to work for you as opposed to against you. So the moment you kind of got home, you're like, right, whilst I'm present in my own head, I'm making a decision to leave my work at the door and then be with my family. So there's no temptation of distraction, which is something I think a lot of people, including myself, leave the door open for. I know sometimes I'm like, oh, Edie's so goddamn cute. I just want to take a photo of her all the time. But the problem with taking a photo with her is my phone's also attached to my email, attached to my social media. So a lot of people do have these challenges, but I love this controlling of your environment. And it can be powerful in so many different ways, because when it comes to controlling your attention, when it comes to your child or your family or your wife, your partner, but also, for example, we just finished this sweets challenge, this chocolate challenge, and what I was talking a lot about was, how did you go with that, by the way, Dan?
It was tough. It was tough. Sorry to jump in. I
Tough?
needed some. really good support, especially as my birthday was right in the middle of the month.
Epic. Did you celebrate yesterday?
I did, but I've made the commitment to continue on though, because it just feels really good. And I'm so tempted
Agreed.
each night to have something. Yeah, it's important to, yeah.
I completely agree. And I was tempted every night as well. And I thought, there were parts of me that were like, I'm just going to go absolutely hell for leather on the 1st of June. But I ended up having a couple of squares of chocolate and carried on with my night. So I was pretty stoked with that. And I'm feeling really good about it as well. So I'm going to continue in a similar vein. But the reason I brought that up was the controlling of your environment. If you can kind of remove any temptation from front of your senses to be able to then to focus on the task at hand. It's just such a powerful step in the right direction. So I also do a similar thing to you when it comes to coming home. I try my best to just put my phone in a drawer somewhere and just leave it there for a period of time. Not always successful, but the intention's there, and I continue to become better every day as I continue to kind of massage that intention. Another thing I also try to do is sit down with Nat, my wife, and the night before, just discuss our schedules and just see where in my schedule is a time for me to just be completely present with Edie, my daughter, so I know, without being in the actual moment, the heat of the moment where my emotions are high, I've planned it prior and in advance. So I feel like when I've done that, I then have that peace of mind to be completely present with her, and that also helps a lot.
And just maybe to echo some of those words, I know with Romy, I love to ask her what she needs the next day. In the evening, we'll also have a chat, and it's just like, if she needs time to do her things, if I know I can support her doing that, it just makes the flow of the day so much easier. And one of the things that you've brought up, which I've really taken to heart, is just that getting up a little bit earlier to get some of the kind of self-care things out of the way, if that might be exercise or something else. But I find that if I get it done at the start of the day, then my whole day is not consumed with thinking about, I need to go and do this, I need to go and do that, I need to have space here, I need to have time there. So getting things done early just creates a lot more space in my day. And that's pretty tough because I love sleeping. And so the solution to that is to just try and go to bed a bit earlier. And I've been doing that, and it's been amazing. It's quite radical to think that if I want to get the right amount of hours for me, I just need to go to bed earlier and I can still get those hours that I want. That's been really helpful.
That's awesome. And I'm so happy that you've been able to find a kind of a result with that, because I find that, like pre-planning that morning routine when I first get up, and I honestly, I find it the most liberating time in the day to wake up and you feel like you're the only person alive, and you sit there and you can't hear could hear a pin drop, and you just have the opportunity to do whatever you want, and you can really give yourself, like I've said in the past, like a mini vacation, which just is so helpful for me personally to be able to do that. And I've really refined down these mini vacations to like 3 minutes of meditation as I'm starting to build up that, ritual of meditation again. And I don't give myself, I put my coffee on the boiler. Once I come out of the shower, I take it off the stove and it sits there and it steams away. And I don't allow myself to drink it until I have that 3 minutes of meditation. And I'll tell you what, it just tastes that much sweeter afterwards. And then I sit and I journal for 3 minutes. And then that's that mini vacation for the soul that I've kind of taken care of in that sense. And it just offers such a powerful, positive kind of filter for the rest of the morning and the rest of the day.
Yeah, awesome. What time are you up most days?
Right now, during COVID, I've been up 5:45 every day, which is actually later than I usually wake up. But it gives me, because life isn't as hectic first thing in the morning, it just gives me that opportunity to just be present, stick the fire on in the living room, and I'm just like, I'm just with myself. What about you?
6 o'clock, sometimes earlier if I try and get on the bike. But I've got on the nightstand a book that I've been kind of dabbling with for the last few months, which is the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma.
Oh,
And
cool.
I mean, it's just poking me. Just looking at the title scares me, getting up at 5 a.m. But I love the idea. I think it's such a great time of the day where it's just quiet. I'm kind of like, building my way to that point, but not there yet. But it's good to
So
hear
the
from you.
Well, so the 5 a.m. club's a great example of what Robin Sharma's kind of said. You can create your, like, a really powerful routine to be able to, uh, create a positive influence on the rest of your day and your life. But to that, I say, if you don't have that extra hour, why not have an extra half an hour? If you don't have that extra half an hour, why not start with an extra 5 minutes and build from there? Because I guarantee you that 5 minutes is going to have a significantly more powerful influence on you than doing nothing at all. And that's what I've taken out of the 5 a.m. club, and then building slowly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. We'll consider. We'll
Yeah.
revisit the topic. We'll revisit the topic at a later point.
Yeah, no, it's lots of great things to consider. Okay, well, we kind of went here, there, and everywhere, but I hope that was a valuable chat, guys. If you have anything to contribute to our discussion, please just chuck it down in the comments below, because we're so keen to hear all of your thoughts on the topics we discuss here. We do this to be able to develop as a community and to help one another grow, and also collectively grow as a team. So if you have any thoughts that you'd like us to discuss, or any advice that you'd like to offer, we're all ears.
Awesome. Thank you, Paulie. Thanks, everyone. Great to be with you, and look forward to the next time we're together.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.